What's the next one?
Yeah, so then beginning in about 2012, we started a project looking at improving sow lifetime productivity. And really, some icons in the swine industry, Steve Pullman and Dean Boyd, were instrumental in sort of initiating those projects. We had a working group that studied a research model, and they came up with a consortium approach to conducting that research.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was really our first effort to kind of harness the power of multiple investigators working on a common problem together. And so that project got started really in 2012, continued through 2018. There were two major projects during that time. One was managed by the folks at Clay Center, Nebraska, and the other was managed by George Foxcroft at University of Alberta. The Clay Center project was conducted on Murphy Brown's research farm in Utah, and the University of Alberta's project was conducted at Holden Farms in Minnesota. And both of those organizations are just great partners to have on the research side. Really a lot of intelligence and acumen and dedication around doing research and doing research projects right. And that makes a huge difference when you're trying to collect data from the time a female is born until she's third parity, right? And just tracking all of the possible information from the time she was born all the way through, in terms of vaccinations and boar exposure and heat no service, and then entering the sow herd and nutritional programs around that. And so I think that body of information really, we began to have those research results come out in various formats, beginning in about 2013 and 14. And really, we've showed that information, that data around for the last 5 or 6 years. And today it continues to produce papers. In fact, I just had a conversation with George Foxcroft last week that one of the final papers is in for consideration for publication. So from a scientific standpoint, it was a great investment for the pork producers, because they created a database that can be mined for years to come around gilt management and that sort of thing. So just a really good project. A lot of good information came out of there. We produced an entire National Hog Farmer Blueprint series based on that. And so, that information was presented at Layman Conference and at Pork Academy, at World Pork Expo, et cetera, et cetera. So lots of different places that producers can find that information around gilt management and sow longevity.
Very cool.